camping hat. It's time for another adventure. And we're going to another federal campground near Itasca in North Minnesota. I'm not sure where. Candy books all of these things, so I'll let her tell you. I'm just warming up the Kodiak now, and it's just a beautiful day. Here she comes. Hey, that's a nice shirt.
Yeah.
Remember, pillage, then burn. Okay.
Viking.
Where are we going?
We're going up north about 2 hours from here in the Itasca County area and to a park, ONEGUME, don't know what it means. And it's a small federal park. It's on, I think it's called Littlefoot Sioux Lake. And it'll be interesting to see. We did get electrical site. Thanks to Jesse's senior discount, it's only costing us $19.50.
Well, what do you think of my hat?
I like it.
Okay, here we go. We're set.
Yeah.
Away we go. Here we are in Outing. Decided to stop someplace other than our typical place. We usually stop for bait, someplace different. This is unique. It's got a bait store. Gas is $5.09. Unleaded's $3.84 here. Yeah, let's go look at this. Water's nice and clear. I think this is where people can come. They obviously have the not just for fishing, but for boats to land here, so they can access what Outing has to offer. So they can access it from the lake. What's that?
Well, it has wildflowers and wild grasses. It's prairies are more common southeast Minnesota than up here, but it's pretty.
Look at all of those pollinators. My gosh, there's thousands of them.
Yep.
These information boards are all about the shoreline restoration projects they're doing here and on the lake, it looks like. Pine River Watershed. This is nice out here. That's I don't know what that place is. It says just up north. Looks like some kind of a museum or something. Got a grocery store, liquor store. Got a place for boat repairs. Looks like they sell ATVs or maybe rent them. Huh. It's pretty nice. Got some bait. Nice little store.
Yeah, very nice.
They got a little hardware. It's a camping store basically. It's just they got a lot of camping stuff, you know, bait. We picked up some crawlers just in case. Candy got a few refreshments for the road. But it's you could camp at this store. It's pretty nice here in Outing. I could live here. Could you live here?
Yeah, especially as crowded as our area is getting.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That's true. What is this? Is it a restaurant?
I don't know. Can't see the sign.
Sign. Turn right.
Oh, it's just turned out.
10 miles.
Why? Keeps going off.
Big, so like a huge. At least they don't cover it. Not even they're not all big. Availability of data.
This time?
Yeah.
Issue in the past probably 8 to 10 months than we've seen in the .com/web. Roughgreens.com/web. It's your first trial bag free. Make sure you don't need it. You just pay for shipping. And then it's like
enormous continuous.
Driving down our very first long dirt road. Bumpy dirt road. Yeah, I wouldn't want to drive down this road when it's raining really hard. No one likes to get their camper dirty. Boy, these are tight spaces here. We've been driving around and fortunately for us, there wasn't any low-hanging branches, but we had to drive around this very narrow stretch of roadway. But I think this might work. This looks okay.
Yeah, no branches.
That's the big thing. I have a chainsaw. Ooh, I don't think we're gonna get any Starlink here. I guess we could try though.
That's the North Country for you.
Yeah, trees. Yep. All right. Okay, we're all set up. We got our mosquito spray on, but believe it or not, the mosquitoes aren't that bad, surprisingly. Maybe it's because it's cool out. What do you think of our spot, honey? It's some very serious, I guess those are white pines, maybe red pines. They got a little red tint to them.
Yeah. Well, we are in the Chippewa National Forest, so you gotta expect trees.
Yeah, we tried the Starlink thing, and we knew that it wouldn't work, but we try. It only takes a few minutes to try it, because we were in a couple of places that had woods like this, and it worked. So I guess it just depends. We tried it. It didn't work, but that's okay, because we have 1 to 2 bars of LTE cell service, and that's all we need, right?
We actually had to use it.
Yeah, we actually had to use it. I called my diesel mechanic at Mills Ford. One thing with these trucks that I didn't know is when the engine's turned off and you put your foot on the brake, there's like a motor, like some kind of a motor that runs. It goes, buzzes, bzzz, and the brake pad goes all the way to the floor. And I thought, uh-oh, our brakes are going, because I never stepped on the pedal when it was stopped before, I guess. I just never really paid attention to it. Yeah, for some reason I did this time, and the brake went all the way to the floor. I was like, oh no, we're stranded. Hours away from home, we have no brakes. But I called the mechanic, he explained it to me, gave me peace of mind, and I go about my vacation. So yeah, those guys are great. Anyway, I got to get my walking stick out of here. Hey, pull that out. We never use it, but just in, just in case we need it. No, I'm just gonna bring my walking stick in here, which is, yeah, there it is. And I did bring an extra fishing pole. You know what, guys? Remember those fishing poles I told you I got at Salvation Army for like $5 for 2 or something like that? And I said I'd carry them on the Kodiak just in case, you know, I'm out camping and something like happens and there's some people that don't have fishing poles and that want to go fishing. I thought I would be such a good Samaritan and do that. Well, I never mentioned it, but on the last fishing trip, I can mention it now because it doesn't seem like bragging, because it's later. It's like weeks later, or a week or so later. Anyway, there was a couple down at the dock, down at the pier, where we was fishing in Staples, that were fishing with sticks with string tied to them. So, yeah, I was a good Samaritan. I invited them over to the camp and I gifted them those 2 fishing poles with all new line and a couple of new lures, and they were fit to be tied. So yeah, it was worth it. And I did the same thing. I went out to a couple of yard sales and I bought some old cheesy fishing poles with reels on them. I tore them apart and cleaned them up and put new line on them, just in case that happens again. I'll be able to help somebody out. So yeah, you can give me a thumbs up just for that alone, right? Right? All right, we're gonna go for a walk around the camp. See what it looks like here. We've obviously never been here before, so we're pretty optimistic.
It's a big site.
Pretty hopeful. It is big. And it is foresty. But I do see the lake right there. You can see it from here, right through the trees. How are the restroom facilities?
They were pretty ripe.
Wow, that's a first.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised, but it is late in the season, so maybe they only clean.
Well, these are vaulted.
Right.
They're not irregular. Yeah. So I guess that's kind of be expected. Oh, this looks like the kind of place I'll be breaking out my bicycle. We're only here for one day.
It's what, 48 sites?
Yeah, at least that we know of. Hey, he's got my old motor that I sold. Same one. 25 horse Yamaha. That's flat bottom. For the record, we're in Space 6. If you want to come see us, we won't be here. This is the one we should have had. This would have been easier to get to. Instead of squeezing in that other little place. But it was...
You can camp on the site without a reservation. If a reservation comes in, you may be asked to be moved. You will normally be given 4 days notice before you have to move. And it's reserved on the 1st.
Yeah, we could have, and we could still park here. There's a lot more room, but we're already set up.
Yeah, and we got the LTE. If we didn't have LTE, we'd be moving, right?
Yeah, we'd find a place that we could get Starlink, because the lake is literally right here, just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, the thing I find with the Federal Reserve System, they don't show you the sites or a site map that I've found. And so it's kind of hard. You just pick a site. And hope
Oh, this is the one we would want. We could definitely get Starlink here.
it's right by the lake.
Yeah, look at this. Heck, I might move for this. Well, this doesn't have any power. Oh, yeah, it does. It does have power.
Yeah, it's not reserved. They left today.
Oh, look at this.
Well, they must empty their water.
Yeah, we're already set up.
Yeah.
It's if it was for more than a day, I'd be moving here for sure, without a doubt. But this is like a private access.
Boat launch.
Yeah, it's muddy.
Yeah.
Frogs are everywhere.
Ooh, they are.
I noticed where we set up was like in a regular toad bin. They're just like everywhere. Little baby toads.
See a lot of water bugs.
Yeah,
Oh man, I almost stepped on a toad.
frog and toads. Gotta know the difference.
Yeah.
I didn't even cast it and I got snagged.
Ah!
Oh.
Oh, let me get down here.
Lots of freshwater snails in here.
Ooh.
So the water's got that iron ore kind of color to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like a place that you could just, if you're camped right here, you could just pull your boat right up here and you'd be all set. In fact, I'm sure that's what this is for. You can see the groove carved into the shoreline here. So, yeah, that's a lucky camper with a boat space. That would be kind of unfair of a person to park there if they didn't have a boat. This is, in fact, they're all like this. All these campsites along here.
Yeah.
That's got a nice power station there that's reachable. But there's nothing even here. You're going to have to, everything's uneven.
I see the signs.
We did, as I mentioned before, stop and get some live bait. Oh, this is a fishing pier. And this does have walleye in it. All from 18 to 23 must be immediately released. Oh, you can have 6 walleye in possession.
And one over 23.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 5 sunfish.
Oh, that's what it was. It was Cutfoot Sioux Lake.
And you swim at your own risk. This is called, it looks like ONEGUME.
Yeah, but I think it's ONEGUME.
ONEGUME. It does not have a designated swimming beach, so yeah, that's what they're saying. You're on your own.
It says There are 3 designated beaches that are located on the map, so who knows?
Okay. Let's do a little plinking here. They have docks here. You could keep your boat if you're a camper. That's good. They're nice docks too. They got the rubber around the edges to stop the scarring. This, like I said, it's got that iron tint to it, that iron ore. People are keeping their bait out here. Boy, is that picturesque or what? Oh, you just look at that. It doesn't get much better than this, don't you think?
I agree. So far, we've been very lucky just kind of randomly selecting a park to go to. So far, so good.
Yeah, they're all nice. Oh look, they have little rod holders here. Put your rod in there.
Yes. That's good if you're bobber fishing.
Yeah. 3 of them on each side. I could blow up the kayak. If we was going to be here longer than we are, I think I would. 'Cause this would be a nice lake to explore around. There's nobody obviously that lives on this lake. This is all natural, so to speak. It's the second Bigfoot camper that we walked by. There's the camp host. He's all dug in. Yeah, moss covered ceiling. How cool is that? That was pretty clean for vaulted toilet.
Oh yeah, mine was clean too. It was just, you know, that time of year.
Yeah. Oh, what's this?
I don't know. I was curious.
There's a camper down there.
Maybe it is private property.
I don't see a sign.
No, I don't see no trespassing.
Yep, it's a bat house. You can tell by the slats in the bottom of it. Water station.
Well, I got a correction to make. Earlier, when we were talking about that prairie area in Outing, I think I said southeast is the prairie area. That's actually the bluffs. Southwest is the prairie area.
That has been festering on your mind, hasn't
I just know it just came to me all of a sudden.
You can't get any more private than these campsites are.
Yep.
They're very private. This is, they're obviously advertising. You can see by the markers that this is a snowmobile trail, and they're advertising their services, like if you want a drink or stop and get something to eat or something, that's the where to get it. And this goes out, this looks like it just goes up to the road there. There's a road right there, it looks like. That's where we came through here.
Right.
Best to just go back from whence we came.
I agree.
There is a lot of trails leading off of this trail. Like there's one goes through that way.
I think that's the one we were on.
No. It's a different one. Okay, now we finally have a sign. Walking trail to bridge.
Huh, there's no bridge.
Vic and Resort. That was a, you know, where I saw a road up there at the end of the week. If we'd have kept going, we'd have probably got there.
Right.
The Candy was afraid.
Was I?
She's afraid we'd get lost. I wasn't afraid.
I don't recall that conversation.
She's getting older now.
Mm.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about it, but Candy's right. She'd mentioned that we notice all the signs here are reserved, like every one of these campsites. And this weekend is what, Labor Day? Labor Day weekend. See, they're all reserved. So that's what that's about.
It'll be packed this weekend.
Yeah, holidays we cut grass. Candy cans stuff from her garden.
Yeah.
How much have you canned thus far?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really keep track. Did about 40 quarts of beans, green beans. Just did
40?
Yeah. Did 6 quarts of crushed tomatoes. Did about 5 or 6 pints of hot sauce and about 8 half pints of hot sauce. Oh, and 4 or 5 or 6 pickled jalapenos, and probably maybe 10, 15 of kosher pickles.
We're gonna make it through the winter. I got enough firewood, and we got enough. Candy has canned enough food. So if this is the winter from hell, we should be okay. Yeah, walking by and it looks like there's a fish cleaning house here.
It'd be closer to the water.
Camper use only. Oh yeah.
Oh, you can actually, which is rare, collect dead wood for fire.
Yeah, you can gather your own firewood here. And you can ride ATVs here also.
not driven around the loops except to enter and leave the campground.
So you can ride. I could have pulled my ATV here and used it as a mode of transportation, apparently. That's nice to keep in mind. Black bears and raccoons visit this campground. Yep.
14-day limit.
Yeah, stay 14 days. At $19 a day if you're a senior citizen. Plus, there's probably plenty of free camp spaces in the area, with this being state and federal land. One thing we haven't done yet: rocket stove. Rocket stove cooking at the campsite. So I'll break it out. This one is my own creation out of spare parts and pieces. Oh, it's still going.
Is it?
Yep. Yep, went out again.
I'll get some.
Oh, it's still going.
Okay, just in case. Just a couple of salmon fillets, salt and pepper, nothing more. I'm gonna cook it in my cast iron pan here. It's a little one, I didn't want a big one on the rig. With some olive oil and some butter.
It took a while to get going. There's just everything around here is just soaking wet.
It's hot. Oh, I gotta go get a mitt.
Oh, better leave that open.
Need some air?
There she is in her natural habitat. I think we finally got her hot enough.
Ooh. Well, we obviously got an unleveled grill. No big deal. See if I can put both these in. Woo! Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of my rocket stove?
It's great.
Works good, don't it?
These are skinless fillets, so you're not going to get that crispy skin, but that's okay. They're still going to be really good. Yeah, it works wonderful.
They're done?
They are done. Salmon don't take long at all. And plus your rocket stove worked well.
The rocket stove is still going. And there's where we're at. Chippewa National Forest. Recreation Center. ONEGUME. ONEGUME. Yeah. Over here it's some kind of public access by the campground. Riding my bike. Love my bike. Fishermen talking fishing tales. There is all kinds of trails around this national forest. I expect it's great for hunters too. There's a lot of resorts here. Geiger's Trails Inn, Lakewood Lodge, Northern Acres, Bowstring Shores, Sand Lake Lodge, Rising Eagle, Campbell's Lodge, Rocky Shores, and George's Hatch. Yeah, sorry if I left anybody out. This is an ATV trail. I you know, pretty smart like that. The picture didn't give it away or nothing. I don't want to get too far away from home, being camp, when we didn't bring another car, because Candy couldn't, she couldn't bring that Kodiak out of there, come and get me if something happened. I'm just gonna go a little further. You know, these are nice to see, especially in northern Minnesota. It's nice to see ATV trails everywhere. You know, I won't name the town in particular, but there's one town that I'm very familiar with that was a really nice place. And they used to allow ATVs all over. In fact, that's the reason people went to that town and purchased their goods and bought their groceries, was because they had a really pristine ATV trail that went all around through it, and just absolutely gorgeous. And then what happened was somebody complained, they're tearing up the land, blah, 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 blah. Even though, you know, most of them, if you don't ride an ATV, here's how it works real quickly. Usually, always, there's ATV clubs, and the clubs groom and take care of the trails. Make it nice, pick up the litter, yada, yada, yada. That's how it goes. So there's no people going out there tearing everything up, and then it just stays like that. That's never been my experience, ever. And this is going way back to where I was riding the Utah mountains in an ATV, and the same thing applied up here. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, somebody complained, and they went in, and you know how that works. Environmentalists come in and so they didn't allow ATVs anymore. What happened? The town went to shit. The first thing to close, I think, was the liquor stores, because everybody that came up there to vacation, brought their ATVs, wanted booze, right? Anyway, long story short, it went a very long time. The town kind of went to crap, and now it's sort of bouncing back a little bit because of other reasons. So, I don't know. I didn't live there. I didn't experience, so it's just me as a tourist going there. I thought, what a marvelous place. You know, and on ATV, you can, you know, unlike a mountain bike or you can get out there, and you can, even the most out of shape people, right? They can get out there and see nature, take their fishing gear with them, take a setup. I think it's enhances the outdoor experience, doesn't take away from it. That's me. Isn't that nice? There's scenes like this everywhere, all along where I'm riding. It's just spectacular. Okay, it's time to head back. I'm getting thirsty. I didn't bring anything to drink. I came unprepared for this ride. Okay, see y'all later. What a great place. I stopped back by the information center here, and at the marquee there's a bunch of pamphlets I picked up. Oh, this must be another campground. Almost looks identical.